Whenever you need them to be.
Huh?
Whenever you need them to be.
On the 19th,
We're in the air.
full committee meeting.
Okay. All right. It is 6:05, and I call this meeting of the North Brookfield Board of Selectmen to order. If you'll all rise and salute the flag with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right.
Quiet down in back there.
So, first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. So, was I here for?
Yes, Dale wasn't here for the first one.
All right, so we're gonna have to take these in order instead of all at once because some of us weren't here for some of them. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of October 23rd, 2018.
Make that motion.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I was not at the October 30th meeting, so we'll pass over that one.
And you weren't at the other one.
And I wasn't at the November 6th meeting, so we'll pass over that till next time.
Okay.
Next item is the approval of warrants. I'll entertain a motion to approve school warrant number 1024 for $333,871.85. General warrant number 1025 for $482,597.92. And payroll warrant number 10 for $335,654.12.
I make a motion to approve the warrants.
I'll second. Motion's made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So we have a tax classification hearing at 6:15. So we'll skip over that for now. We're going to receive additional Chapter 90 funds. Would you like to read that letter?
Is that this one?
Yep.
I gotta fix the names on some of these, their letters.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. I won't set on a few things. Dear Chairman, we are pleased, this is from Mass DOT. We are pleased to inform you that the legislature has recently approved the supplemental budget, which I filed for an additional $40 million in Chapter 90 local transportation aid funding for fiscal year 2019, which represents a 20% increase over the usual funding amount. This letter certifies that your community's Chapter 90 apportionment for fiscal year 2019 is $373,199, which includes the amount previously approved in Chapter 154 of the Acts of 2018, and the new supplemental amount of $62,199 I have approved in signing this new legislation. This apportionment will automatically be incorporated into your existing 10-year Chapter 90 contract, which will be available on the Mass DOT website. This funding represents our continued commitment to assisting cities and towns to address the maintenance, modernization, and resiliency of your local roads, which are a critical part of the Commonwealth's transportation network. The Chapter 90 program is an integral part of maintaining and enhancing your community's infrastructure and is an essential component of our state-local partnership. We look forward to working with you in the coming year to continue the success of this program. As always, we are pleased to encourage you to explore opportunities for additional infrastructure funding through Mass DOT's Complete Streets and Municipal Small Bridge programs. Further information available at http://www.mass.state.mass.us/. For program-specific questions, please contact the following: Chapter 90 Program, State Aid Engineer Michael O'Hara at 929-3944, or Michael O'Hara at dot.state.ma.us. Complete Streets and Municipal Small Bridge Program, Municipal Grants Program, Administrator Eileen Gunn at 857-368-8817, or Eileen.Gunn at dot.state.mass.us. Thank you for all that you do to make the Commonwealth of Massachusetts a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Sincerely, Charles Baker and Karen Polito, Governor and Lieutenant Governor.
Excellent. Do we have to vote to accept it or no? No. Okay. Well, that's good. That'll help, I'm sure. All right. So, old business. First thing we have there is a policy for the highway mechanic. As you know, we recently hired a mechanic for the highway to help save some money on repairs to town vehicles. And we've been working on a policy and how the priorities are going to be for that mechanic as far as which departments he's going to assist in what order. What we have here is the highway mechanic works primarily for the highway department. His first priority will be highway department vehicles, especially during the fall and winter plowing season. Vehicles used by the town's emergency services, such as the police and fire departments, will be repaired as soon as possible after plow trucks are completed. Water, sewer, cemetery, and school department vehicles will be repaired as time allows after emergency vehicles. All departments will pay for any parts used on their vehicles. In addition, the water and sewer departments will pay all labor costs to be paid at the mechanic's regular hourly rate and allocated to the town's general fund. And I guess we have to vote on that.
Yep.
So, I'll entertain a motion to approve the policy for the highway mechanic.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
I'm good with it.
Okay. There being no further discussion, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So next we have a timeline for the fiscal year 20 budget process.
I don't know, do you want to ask for level funded budgets? Do you want to ask them to include, a 1% or 2% pay increase? And we can wait till Dale's here to talk about it, but.
Well, we don't have to vote on it tonight, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think we should.
You just need to think about what you want to ask for, because this is the letter that's going to go out to all the departments in January.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should look at it in 2 weeks. That'll give us time to read it and think about what we want to.
Yeah, what you want to ask for.
Is that good, John? Okay.
Yep.
Next, we have a letter from the fire chief regarding pay raises for the fire department, or pay scale act rather. He says, "Thank you for meeting last night. Proposal for the pay steps: fire ground ready to 5 years, $13. 5 years to 10 years, $14.50. 10 years on, $16.50. Second lieutenants, $17. First lieutenants, $17.50, and captains, $18. With your approval, this pay scale would become the permanent rates as the department moves forward. This would allow my and your office to be on the same page for any future raise impacts. I will stay within our budget, even with these increases for training, weekend shifts, and the day shifts coming from HealthLink. The only line item that might be impacted is this fire response line item. With that thought, we returned funds on that particular line item last year as a result of call responses. That line item always will have the potential to change. Thank you again, Chief Joseph Hallway.
Well, that's a policy within the fire department, right? We don't have to, he's just telling us that's what they're doing.
No, you guys have to approve
Yeah,
Do we
these.
have to approve
Yes.
Yeah.
these things?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the chief's proposal for the pay steps for the fire department.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Further discussion? Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. It is 6:15, and we have a public tax classification hearing. Do you want me to read this whole paper, or you just want to get up and do your thing?
Up to you. You want, oh, that's the notice?
Yep.
If you want to, you can. Or I can just explain it.
Come on down.
All right.
Just bringing us something new here.
Yeah, it's just, we're gonna be discussing this.
Okay.
I'm Sheila Buzzell, the chairman of the Board of Assessors, and every year before we set our tax rate, we have to have a tax classification hearing, and the selectmen have to vote on if we're going to have one tax rate or a split tax rate. Traditionally, we've only had one tax rate, and basically because, as you can see at the bottom, gentlemen and Leslie, the percentage of residential is 90% of our value in town. And then a small percentage of commercial, industrial, and of course personal property. And therefore, most towns that do a split tax rate have a lot of commercial and industrial. We do not. So traditionally, we've always had a single tax rate. And we haven't sent it in yet. We're still working on some forms, working with the new town accountant. Thanks, Tom. So when we do have the tax rate set, we'll give it to Leslie, and then at your next meeting, you can announce what it's going to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. I don't have any either.
Okay, so you have to take a vote on having a single tax rate.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I'll entertain a motion to approve the single tax rate for North Brookfield.
We have it now and we've had it.
Always had a single.
Right.
I've been there 44 years, I know. Believe me. We only have one.
I'll make the motion to approve the town having a single tax rate.
I'll second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I do need your signature as well. Sure. So you can just sign under here.
I knew I'd have to sign something.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, new business.
You don't want to stay, Sheila?
Back to work.
No. Oh.
Another job, remember?
All right. So we have a letter from the Brookfield Board of Selectmen regarding the Cooley Hill Reservoir property. Board of Selectmen, North Brookfield Townhouse, regarding Cooley Hill Reservoir property. The town of Brookfield authorized at the 2015 annual town meeting the Brookfield Board of Selectmen to convey certain property located in North Brookfield, commonly known as the Cooley Hill Reservoir, comprised of approximately 15 acres, containing a pond and a dam, and being North Brookfield Map 46, Lot 80A, the property. It is our understanding that the property is contiguous to or within a large tract of land owned by the Massachusetts Audubon Society. The property was used some time ago as a reservoir in Brookfield for water supply purposes. In accordance with General Law, Chapter 40, Section 15, Brookfield must offer the property to North Brookfield. Brookfield has received an offer of $5,000 and offers the property to North Brookfield at this price. Both Brookfield and the prospective purchaser are anxious to consummate this transaction at the earliest possible time. So on behalf of Brookfield, I would appreciate the Board of Selectmen considering this matter as soon as it might be convenient. In the event North Brookfield determines not to acquire the property, I would appreciate your executing the counterpart of this letter and forwarding it in the self-addressed stamped envelope to the attention of the Brookfield Board of Selectmen. If I can answer any questions, please feel free to contact me, Town of Brookfield, by its Board of Selectmen. And I can't read the name.
No, I can't read it either.
Linda Lincoln.
Linda Lincoln. Okay.
Is that what that says?
And then the letter that they want us to sign if we choose not to purchase it says the Town of North Brookfield declines to exercise its right to purchase certain property described above known as the Cooley Hill Reservoir from the Town of Brookfield.
Should we go and look at that, or is that something,
We don't want it.
we don't want it?
We do not want it.
No, it's my understanding that the dam needs work.
Yeah.
Yes, here's a
So-
letter. Here's a letter from DCR
Right.
that it's non-compliant.
So who's buying it?
Probably Audubon.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Yep,
But Brookfield owns it now?
yep,
Yeah.
yep, but it's in North Brookfield, but Brookfield owns it.
Oh,
Yep.
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 I'll entertain a motion to exercise our right to not purchase the property.
so we don't want it. All right. I'll make a motion to decline the purchase of the property? Is that what
Yep.
we need to do?
I'll second the motion. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just Dale's supposed to sign it, I guess.
Okay. All right. Next, we have the Fire Department monthly report. John, would you read that?
Where is that? From Joseph Holloway, Sunday, November 4th, 2018, subject report. October fire report as follows. Had busy week. We are well ahead of Inc. numbers compared to last year this time. Would like to thank all that have been making donations to our relief fund. Month of October, we had 22 runs. 3 building fire, 1 cooking fire, 3 medical assist, 3 gas leaks, 2 lines pulled from ground contractors, 1 overhead motor, 1 vehicle
Accident, I think.
accident,
I think so.
okay, 1 public service, 2 false alarms, 10 burnt food alarms. Please, people, don't burn your toast. I want to thank the police for their assistance at these incidents. Last note, the daytime coverage is very weak and we cannot wait to add the 2 firefighters to the day shift soon. Thank you. North Brookfield Fire Department Chief Joseph Holloway.
I'll entertain a motion to accept the chief's monthly report.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You got the 2 police reports.
And next we have the monthly police reports for September and October. On September 14th, 2018, Patrolman Richard Karen and Patrolman Jeffrey Martin both graduated the Massachusetts State Police Municipal Academy. Patrolman Karen graduated with the class ranking of number 1 and Patrolman Martin graduated with the class ranking of number 3. Their class ranking is based on 80 graduating officers. Following the week of graduation, both Patrolman Karen and Patrolman Martin attended Valor training. Valor is an officer safety and wellness program. This was additional training that was not provided in the academy, and it was offered at no cost. Lieutenant Ryan Daly was responsible for overseeing the upgrade performed to our record management system. He also represented the town of North Brookfield at the Massachusetts State Police Regional Dispatch Board of Overseers meeting. Lieutenant Daly continued his work on the officers having access to Narcan. He has been working on the necessary paperwork between the Commonwealth and medical control. He has also received 24 doses of Narcan at no cost to the department. Lieutenant Daly assisted with the Marlborough Town Parade by providing event security with SEMLEC SWAT team. He also attended the monthly tactical training. The following incidents were logged for September 2018. 18 incidents, 25 arrests, summons in custody, 17 civil citations, 4 accidents, 10 LTC FIDs processed. Respectfully submitted, Mark Smith, Chief of Police. I'll entertain a motion to approve the September report from Chief of Police.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The October report from Chief Smith. In the month of October, numerous officers attended training in many different areas. Lieutenant Ryan Daly and I attended the International Chiefs of Police Association's annual training. Among the seminars attended were response and management of active shooter incidents. Other seminars included media relations, department morale, and small agency management approaches. Sergeant David Churchy attended the annual firearms update. Sergeant Churchy is responsible for the application process for the department. Patrolman Richard Karen and Patrolman Jeffrey Martin attended the Bulletproof Mind seminar presented by Lieutenant Colonel David Grossman. This training was about mindset survival for the law enforcement officer. Lieutenant Colonel Grossman is an expert in this field and trains numerous branches of the United States military. Lieutenant Ryan Daly attended his annual SWAT training in service held in New Jersey. Sergeant David Churchy and Patrolman Richard Karen, Patrolman Jeffrey Martin, and Patrolman Kyle Cassavant attended active shooter training held in Spencer. In October, I received the following grant opportunity. The Executive Office of Public Safety and Security's Office of Grants and Research will make available approximately $1 million from the Edward J. Byrne Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program for local units of government, police departments, to competitively solicit one-time federal funding to address local law enforcement equipment and technology-related needs. Priority will be given to departments proving greatest need and propose items that will enhance overall law enforcement officer safety or enhance school safety. I knew that the school was working on safety protocols and enhancement of the schools, especially the North Brookfield Elementary School. I approached the superintendent of schools and informed him that I would be applying for this grant with the hopes of receiving funding for school security initiatives. I asked this task of Patrolman Christopher Donay. Officer Donay collected the required and requested information and submitted the grant request. On November 1st, 2018, I received a letter from EOPSS indicating that we had received the grant for $14,118.33. I have attached a copy of this letter to this report. I informed the superintendent that we had received the grant. This should allow the elementary school to install more cameras than what was originally limited due to funding. This year's trick-or-treat event went on without any incidents. Lieutenant Ryan Daly, Sergeant David Churchy, Patrolman Jeffrey Martin, and Patrolman Kyle Cassavant and I assisted with the events. On duty that night and assisting with the events were Patrolman Christopher Donay and Patrolman Richard Karen. The department provided glow necklaces this year. And the following incidents were logged for October 2018. 45 incidents, 17 arrests, summons custody, 26 civil citations, 3 parking tickets, 1 protection order, 3 accidents, and 28 license to carry FIDs processed. Respectfully submitted, Mark Smith, Chief of Police. I'll entertain a motion to approve the Chief's report for October 2018.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is this the thank you letter right here?
Yeah. It's short.
Okay. Last week, on October 28th, there was a small kitchen fire in the first floor apartment of my house at 3 Central Street. I'd very much like to thank the North Brookfield Fire Department for their rapid response to this incident. After the fire was extinguished, they went through the entire house to make sure that all was safe. The Fire Prevention Division also went through the house pointed out a few things that I could do to improve the safety of the house. Again, many thanks to the North Brookfield Fire Department. Signed, David Nelson. Thank you for the letter, Mr. Nelson. It's appreciated. And thank you to the fire department for doing a fantastic job. All right. And now we have the DLTA 2019 request for resources. We have a special guest here to talk to us about that.
Thank you for allowing me to be on the agenda this evening. April Pagnoni, I'm the clerk of the newly formed Downtown Development Committee. We are working with CMRPC, Central Mass Regional Planning Commission, on trying to beautify our downtown. We are working with Trish Settles and Carrie Sawa and Dan, I can't think of Dan's last name. He works on the Complete Streets grant, which we're in the process of. Sheila Orsi's working with Kim George and Jason Benoit, our highway superintendent, in getting that application and process going. There was a question of whether we missed a deadline because of a professional development that needed to be attended. However, Kim had attended it in 2016, which I think still covers her for this period. So we're going to be in the process of applying for a $400,000 grant for Complete Streets, which is something that we can apply for every year. I'm here tonight. We're working with CMRPC to apply for a district location technical assistance grant. And we're looking for the Board of Selectmen to supply a letter of commitment from the town, basically saying that you're supporting what the efforts are of the Downtown Development Committee. This is a phase one of this project, and we were applying for a grant, total $21,390. And it's basically for data collection, and CMRPC will actually be the ones that implement the grant. But that's what I'm here for tonight, is to ask a letter of support or commitment, basically just saying that the Board of Selectmen is, in agreement with applying for this grant to try to help beautify, start the process of phase one of making improvements to downtown North Brookfield.
Okay.
And I did go before the planning board last week, and I kind of put it out of order that I probably should have come here first, but it was I didn't realize that you had a meeting on the date of the the midterm elections.
So you needed a letter from the planning board as well?
We do, and Bill King actually sent
You
it to me.
should have it now. 'Cause
He sent it to me today.
we okayed, he drafted it and got it to us, and we okayed it.
Yeah, I actually had just checked my email prior to coming here, and he sent me the letter today.
All right.
And the board, obviously, the planning board provided a letter of support for it, commitment for it.
Okay. Well, I'll entertain a motion to approve the writing of a letter of support for the Downtown Development Committee to pursue this grant.
I'd make a motion to have the selectmen write a letter for them, for their support.
I'll second. Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll let you know when they,
That's fine,
Sign it.
just either call me or email me, that's
Yep.
fine. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, April.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any excuse?
Let's make
No.
North Brookfield look wonderful
We're
again.
trying. We're trying.
Let's do it.
Have a good night.
Thank you, you as well. Take care, everybody.
bye-bye.
All right, next, public comment period. Public has the opportunity to briefly comment through the chair. Anybody?
I'd just like to let everybody know we're winding down at the museum for the season. This Saturday is our next scheduled opening, 10 to 1. We're going to try to fit a couple more before Christmas on the weekend. It's weather dependent mostly. And that'll be by appointment. And you can find my contact information on the website for this service.
All right, fantastic.
So you're open Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
All right, so I'd encourage anybody that is interested, and even if you're not interested, there's a lot of neat things down there that might spark your interest, to go down to the museum, and that's Saturday from 10 to 1?
Yeah.
From 10 to 1 this Saturday. That'll be the last regular opening this year, other than by appointment and maybe a couple special dates. So, and then there being no further items on the agenda, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
A second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Have a good night, everybody.